$20.83 per month per 1,000 financed in 48 months. Quality's limited. $500 APR bonus is applied as down payment, and no cash value cannot be combined with other finance offers. Not available on balloon financing. The 20-year, 200,000-mile warranty is a Bill Bird Kia warranty. See dealer for complete details. Offer for well-qualified buyers must take delivery from dealer stock through 11/3/25.
With over 4 decades in business, Instant Replay Sports Cards is happy to take your collection to the next level. All new hobby boxes, signed memorabilia, and supplies. New and vintage cards and Pokemon. Buy, sell, and trade. They're an authorized source for Topps, Panini, Upper Deck, and Leaf cards. Instant Replay Sports Cards inside the Stanford Station on 23rd Street next to Academy Sports. Come see the bigger store and the larger inventory, or visit online, instantReplaySportsCards.com.
Are you hungry for authentic Mexican cuisine? Then come to El Rodeo Tequila Bar and Grill, where we serve up the freshest, most flavorful dishes on the beach. El Rodeo Tequila Bar and Grill, a great location, comfortable atmosphere, and happy hour from 3 to 7. Buy one, get one free, regular margaritas and 12-ounce house drafts. And you're going to love their lunch specials Monday through Friday from 11 to 3. Plus live music Wednesdays and Saturdays starting at 5:30. El Rodeo Tequila Bar and Grill, Thomas Drive across from the Navy base. And 10908 Front Beach Road.
The Rich Eisen Show.
A rhetorical question, which means I already know the answer and it does not require an answer.
We'll give you one. Yeah.
I really want to answer. Yeah. Do you think the Detroit Lions and Dan Campbell were sending a message on Sunday? Do you? Our favorite Bill Burr soundbite.
Oh, do you?
They were sending a message.
Mighty Ducks. Not worth winning if you can't win big.
Rich Eisen weekdays starting at 11. Now on ESPN Northwest Florida. The Kings of the Swamp.
Falls loose at the 38. Gators got it. Wow.
Join Sean Kelly and the rest of the broadcast team as they bring you Gator football all season long.
One race down the near sideline. 20, 15, 10 to 5. Touchdown, Gators.
On your home for Florida football. The Gator Sports Network from Learfield.
The Florida Gators play here. Listen to select games on 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida.
WVLQ Port St. Joe. WGSX. Powered by Panama City Toyota.
ESPN Northwest Florida.
And now, the Gulf Coast's newest sports talk host.
Hey, there's the new guy.
Paul Wilson.
That is not winning football.
Paul is your pipeline to the heart of the action.
The defense can only play this good for so long.
Hot takes, big reactions, and your calls are incoming.
This week, it's really going to be crucial.
The Sports Blitz.
They're playing championship football.
The new Sports Blitz.
You can say what you want.
On 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida.
Time it is. It's Friday, and we're excited. You're listening to the Sports Blitz with Paul Wilson here at 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida. Don't forget, it's Friday, so you can call in. You can text in on the Red 7T's phone line, 850-215-6290. I cannot believe we finally made it to Friday. It is a great day. And it is beautiful outside. Had a little chill in the morning. And as always, on Friday, with matching shirts. Come on, baby. Jeffrey, how you doing, my friend?
We didn't even plan it.
Didn't plan it. Didn't get the memo, but it worked out.
No, and you told me to wear Saints gear all week because, you know, it's going to be up
after this weekend. So
who are the Saints playing?
I don't know, and it really, at this point, don't matter.
Who's the next team that's going to win a game?
Yeah.
Wait, this can't be right.
What?
Is this right? New England.
Yeah, that's right.
Wow.
Yeah, there you go.
Oh, wow.
So, but yeah, man, this shirt looks good. It's feels good, don't it? Feels good.
Yeah. It does feel good.
Yeah, looking good. Bone Crusher is in the building.
Is that like a cotton blend or something? What do you got there?
I think it's called a tri blend now. Ooh, man. or Sport Tech blend. How about that? You can wear it inside, you can wear it outside, you can play, or you can just sit. It doesn't matter.
Or it could, this is bad, but I'm going to go with it. I don't care. It's you can go to Lone Star Boil House, see Brian get drunk watching his Longhorns.
Oh, my God.
That's the last time I wore this shirt. It was last Saturday.
Yeah. How many autographs
And
you
you know,
signed?
I didn't even get to talk about it too much yesterday because Michigan Eddie likes to talk a lot.
Yeah?
Yeah, I don't know if you noticed.
No, I didn't have any idea.
Sure you did. I'm sure.
Well, tell us about it.
Well, I went to Lone Star Boil House and I got myself some brisket queso.
Okay. So what is just some brisket in queso? Is it basically all it is?
Yeah, but it's good.
What do you use,
flavorful.
Do you use like chips to dip it in?
Chips. Yeah, tortilla chips. Yep.
Okay.
And then I ordered the brisket sandwich. It was excellent. It really was. And then let's see what else.
Did you have some gator?
I did have gator. Oh my God, juicy. It was delicious. It was flavorful. It did not taste like chicken. Forget that. Don't even think about it.
So is it fish?
No.
Is it dark meat? Is it chicken?
it had white and dark meat. It had both.
Really? So it wasn't just the tail, it was the whole thing.
No, it was the whole thing. I got a picture of it.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah, you could see like the skeleton, the bones.
Man.
Because they had been just picking apart at it.
So they just shredded it? Is that what they did?
Kind of like shredded it up. Yep.
Made it kind of like pulled pork or pulled chicken?
It was like pulled pork, but it was pulled gator.
And it was good.
And it was good. And then they should do that this Saturday, but they're not. Because I figure if the Longhorns lose to the Gators when you cook a gator, I figure the Aggies will probably lose if you cook gator. You know what I'm saying? It might be a little jinx. You know, you cook a gator and the Gators win.
Yeah.
So he should do that tomorrow, but, I mean, he's got to plan out ahead and everything.
Yeah, you got to go find the gator.
He's got to enlist a gator that's 5 foot long.
Yeah. Well, he had a tough time finding it, and then he said he did find one, and then so it worked out. So that's cool. Yeah, so go over there. They're going to be having games all weekend over there. That'll be a cool place.
This is a SEC hotbed.
Oh, it's a big weekend.
5 big games, 5 of them.
Big ones.
And then, okay, now this is what it didn't make me cry or anything like that, but I was listening to ESPN National.
Yeah, he's got a tear in his eye right now.
Yeah.
Go ahead, finish. Go ahead.
And they're saying, the big games are all out west. And talk about USC, Michigan, and is it Indiana's playing Oregon?
Yeah.
And I was like, really? 2 games. And you're going to say all the big games are out west. That's what ESPN National is talking about. It's like when they get done with their Big Ten talk and their East Coast talk, they're going to talk about the West Coast?
Yeah, the West Coast now.
Forget it.
Yeah, forget about it.
Nah, it's down here.
It's here.
It's down south. And Auburn, Georgia is huge. You know, Texas and Oklahoma can talk about themselves because they like talking about themselves.
Yep.
And Alabama's playing an undefeated team.
Yep.
You know, I mean, LSU, South Carolina, whatever. But, and then, Ole Miss is going to kill Washington State.
Yeah.
You know, I can't even think if there is another. Well, Florida, Texas A&M. Boom.
Yep, that's another one. Yep.
Big South.
Big South. Just like baseball.
Yep.
Just
no South. No South in baseball.
But who else is gone?
Oh, we got the third East Coast team gone. You got the Red Sox are gone.
Yep.
Then the Yankees, and then now the Phillies.
The Phillies last night. Did you see it? Did you see what happened? Oh, man. Yeah. Hit the ball back to the pitcher. Mm-hmm. The pitcher throws it over the catcher's head, and game over. The crazy part about all of this is the fact that if you live by the home run, you die by the home run. And this year's Phillies team lived by the home run, and it is not working. So if you look at it, Kyle Schwarber, the other night, 0 for 4. Last night, 1 for 5. Bryce Harper, the other night, 0 for 4. Last night, 0 for 4.
Yeah.
The leadoff man, Trey Turner, shortstop, 0 for 5.
God.
So your best 3 hitters, 1 for 14. That spells disaster, especially playing against a playoff team, returning World Series champion, LA Dodgers. I mean, you cannot play that mediocre, that anemic on offense and expect to win baseball games. That's just not going to happen.
I think that's a 71 average.
Yeah. I mean,
not kidding.
I know. It's terrible. It's not
bad.
good at all. And that's the thing. The the Phillies paid all these players. You got JT Romanuto, I think how you pronounce it. But either way, you got him, you got Schwarber, and you got a couple of others that are free agents, and they're probably not coming back. I don't think so. I think this team, as great as it was, I think those guys are going to leave. Speaking of leaving, Cody Bellinger from the New York Yankees had a great year for the Yankees. They were talking about keeping him on. Guess what he does today?
What did he do?
He filed for free agency. Doesn't want to play for the Yankees anymore. So there you go. I mean, that's what happens when you lose when you're not supposed to lose.
So who's your second favorite team?
The Braves. I like the Braves.
Oh, the Braves.
Yeah,
okay.
so, and hopefully we'll get Schwarber because we need him. Because we got enough base hitters. We need to see some power in the lineup.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, Olsen's going to hit some. I think Ozuna's going to be gone. You got Acuna. You got Michael Harris. Not sure if they're going to keep him or not, but either way.
So 1 game's today. And then 1 game's tomorrow, and then we'll be done with. Will that be down to Final Four?
We'll be down to the Final Four. But when you look at the Tigers and the Mariners, that's the one that we talked about a little bit yesterday. We didn't really talk about it. Eddie talked about it. But when you look at this game, this is that winner take all. This is going to be the defining moment for the big dumper, Kyle Riley. If he can push his team out and win this game, I believe he's going to be the world. I mean, I think he'll be the MVP. I just do. I think because they get fatigued with Judge, I believe they will. And then Judge hit the ball well, but they just didn't, you know what I mean? They just didn't do it. But let me tell you something about Kyle Riley. I don't know if you know this or not. And yes, guys, if you're wondering if we're going to be talking about football, we got an on slate after the first 20 minutes. We're going to be done here in about 10 minutes. But let me tell you something significant for Kyle Riley this year. Do you realize that he did not allow one pass ball all year as a catcher?
There's only 2 catchers did that in the whole league.
In the whole league.
That are starters, like perpetual starters.
Right.
Yeah.
But can you believe that?
Yeah,
that's fantastic.
Crazy. Yeah.
So
it's like hitters getting the Gold Glove because their fielding skills. I mean, that's huge accomplishment. And catchers, I mean, you know, we've said it before, skill position, you know, you have to be attentive. You're in every play.
Yeah.
Every play.
Did you say you caught?
Yes, I did, and I enjoyed it.
Yeah.
And I was tall at the time because I say a lot of catchers are short.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But stocky.
Most of them. Yeah, stocky. Don't get me wrong.
That's changed, though, since you were playing.
Yeah,
now they want the athletic kids that can move, that can block, that can catch.
Yep.
Because the balls are going everywhere.
Oh, yeah. That reach it's not bad to have a good reach, you know?
Yeah, so now it's not always the heavier set kids. There's like skinny kids that are like real athletic. They're behind the plate.
I was
now.
skinny. I was just tall. You know, and they say it's bad on your knees and all this kind of stuff. And said, you know, but I loved playing catcher. I loved it.
They got what you call the knee savers now that come on top, and you can kind of just rest on them, and it saves your knees supposedly. Because usually it's just like the movie Major League. You know, Tom Berenger played the catcher. And, you know, his knees went out. And remember, he pointed out of the stadium for the home run. And his knees were, you know, already bad because he was an aging major league player.
Yeah.
And he bunts, and then he runs to first, and he blows his knees out. But he was safe. You know what I mean? That's some somatic. I mean, brilliance. The writing of that, you know, script was just fantastic.
Yeah.
But anyway, when you look at those guys, you know, they're more athletic now. But Kyle Riley being that guy, let me ask you this question: does the field really matter to you when you're thinking about voting for the MVP? Because like Aaron Judge played right field, Kyle Riley played catcher. Aaron Judge probably got, I don't know, maybe 3 or 4 balls hit to him a game on average, if that.
Yeah.
But then Kyle Riley had to block up probably 12 to 20 balls a game if he didn't DH.
It does for me, but how much does it count? You know, because that batting average that Riley had was Cal Riley had was just, it was not good. 254 is that what he ended at?
Yeah, I think so.
Something like that.
Yeah,
250, something like that. Yeah. That's tough for me to vote for somebody like that.
But see, you're older.
I'm older, and we talk about batting average is big in the 80s, and then in the 90s somewhat.
Yeah.
And then it kind of diminished since then because they have all these other stats. The on-base percentage is heavily weighed and other stuff, WAR and everything, you know?
Yeah, it's all different now, which batting average is inputted into that, but it's not as its own category.
But for me back then, you know, it was batting average, then your home runs and your RBIs. And that was the 3 numbers you looked at.
Yeah.
Now, not so much.
Well, see, and that's the thing with all, if you look inside of a major league dugout nowadays, you're going to see a bunch of guys that look like nerds that are sitting down on the bench, and they've got their computers out, they've got their stuff out, and they're the analytic guys. And they are the ones, but I'm just telling you, you can say what you want about analytics, but if you hit the baseball and put it in play more than you miss it, I don't care how many home runs, I don't care. If you look at the Dodgers last year, Shohei Ohtani didn't hit the home runs to win the World Series. Freddie Freeman did.
Yeah.
But what did Freddie Freeman do as well? He hit base hits. The guy that hits base hits and the guy that can hit home runs are your best players.
Yeah.
And that's why
a guy getting on before the home run is just as good as a home run.
Yeah, it helps too. I mean, and you move runners and all of those things. So I just...
So the stat guy, you know what the picture comes in my head? You seen Moneyball?
Yeah.
Yeah. When Brad Pitt goes to the guy, give me the numbers. What are all these batting averages, 4 batting averages add up to? That's the number we need to get to. And it's true. It's true.
Yeah. And I mean,
you got to build a team.
At the end of the day, though, hit ball, run, score. That's all you got to do. Because every time you hit the ball hard, it's not always a base hit or a home run.
No. It's a spot.
But every time you hit the ball, you're way more apt to get on base than if you strike out. And these guys are striking out in groves. It's like Ella De La Cruz for the Cincinnati Reds. Do you realize he's got more strikeouts in his first... I think he's been in the major leagues for 3 to 5 years somewhere. He's got more strikeouts than Tony Gwynn had in his full career. In all of his career, all those years he played for the Padres.
And he's a star.
And he's like who they're pushing. He led them to the playoffs.
Yeah.
He's an all-star.
And I like him.
Yeah.
He's likable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's fast.
Yeah.
He wears, they had to tell him not to wear so much bling on the field. Like for real. They said you can't wear but like 4 chains. You can't wear 12.
You know who wore chains? Ricky Henderson. He stole more bases than anybody.
Yeah.
He wore chains.
Oh, yeah.
He don't care.
No.
He stole them bases anyway.
A lot of those guys. Yeah.
That's another player I love.
Yeah, I do too.
Entertaining.
Yeah.
I like Tony Gwynn, but he was not flashy.
No.
Yeah. And he didn't strike out.
And the thing about Ricky Henderson was Ricky Henderson would talk in the third person when they interviewed him in the dugout.
Still love it.
And then they'd go to the locker room and say, Ricky, how you feeling?
Ricky feels good.
Ricky feels real good. Ricky's going to score today.
Yeah.
Ricky's going to steal some bases
They know
today.
I'm coming.
Yeah. Yeah. And that's the thing. And he had the most leadoff home runs ever.
Wow.
Yeah. All of those things. So not only stealing bases, but all that. Ricky played up until he was 53 years old.
Jesus, what?
Yeah, not in the major leagues.
Oh, okay.
But he played independent baseball
he was
at 53.
playing for the Toledo Mud Hens.
Yeah.
That one is all over with.
I mean, and that's the thing. And the thing was I think, he used to tell him at first base, Ricky's about to steal this base.
That's like birds shooting in your face. I'm going to shoot it from right over there. You see that? Right over there.
I'm going to go right to that corner. I'm going to give you a head fake, and I'm going to shoot a fall away. Buckets.
And you can't stop.
And there's nothing you can do. Ricky says, I'm going to second. Yeah. I'll be right. I won't be back. And that's, and when you look at baseball as a whole, I get it. Everybody wants to, say it's this, say it's that. And
so I'm pulling for the Mariners.
Are you?
Yeah.
So you don't think that, are you pulling for the Mariners because of Eddie yesterday? Did Eddie push you against the Tigers?
Well, I do. There is one thing about Detroit that I don't like. Is every time they win a title, they riot and set a car on fire. And it's even includes with University of Michigan in Ann Arbor. They always riot and set a car on fire. And it's like, come on, stop it. If you don't know how to act, I don't want you having a title. And I want the Lions to win just one, but they don't know how to act when they win one.
Yeah.
I can't stand that. And Seattle, there's a story behind Seattle where they almost lost the Mariners in the late 90s. I don't know if you know all about that.
No.
But they almost lost the team, and they made the playoffs out of nowhere. And it saved the team to stay in Seattle. And the Seattle built them another, stadium because they were playing at like the King Dome or whatever back then. And so I kind of like that little underdog story that they have going on. And then Cal Raleigh just adds to it.
Yeah, and that's the big thing. But they say the key to this game is going to be Julio Rodriguez, who actually was their young star. He's good, but Kyle Riley is just taking the forefront with all the home runs.
Yeah.
And so, but you need those players. You need those players that are good like that. And Julio Rodriguez is that kind of guy. Yeah. He's a great player. And
the other side is the Cubs are still in it. They're 2-2.
They won last night.
Yeah, which does that surprise you?
Yes.
Yeah, it does surprise me too.
They shut them out.
I thought the Brewers 3-0 or 6-0. 6-0, yeah.
Yeah, they shut them out.
Yeah, I thought the Brewers were going to close them out, and it didn't happen.
No.
So that game's tomorrow.
Yeah, that game's tomorrow. The other one's tonight. Yep. So come Tuesday, because we want to make a programming note. We will not be here for Monday. We will be off on Monday. Columbus Day. So we will be, celebrating Columbus Day. What's the song? Columbus sailed the ocean blue in 1492 or something like that.
Yeah.
So anyway, that's what we're going to be doing on Monday. So we won't have that on Monday. I'm sure Bone Crusher is going to be dressed as Christopher Columbus on Monday.
So on Monday, we're not, what do you call it? We're not our advertiser is not the Seminole Nation because it's a Columbus Day.
That's
sorry.
Right. Yeah.
Wah, wah, wah.
So, but either way, don't forget, we do have to announce it. This weekend, you've got Ohio State versus Illinois at 10:30. Kickoffs at 11 right here on 104.3. And then the nightcap, 5:30. Start time, kickoff at 6:30, Georgia at Auburn. Again, I don't think that's going to be close, but I do think early on it's going to be exciting. It's going to be one of those games that's going to be on the go for the Tigers.
I picked 18 is what I said yesterday. Georgia's going about 18.
Yeah, it's probably going to. At Jordan Hare. Yep, it's probably going to be really nasty, but, I mean, I don't know.
We'll see.
So you're taking the Brewers and you're taking the Mariners.
Yes.
Yeah.
But that's who I want to win. Who do I think's going to win? I think the Tigers could win.
Yeah.
I really think they could. I'm hoping they won't.
Yeah.
Because then I'm stuck with Blue Jays. I'll take the Blue Jays over the Tigers.
Yeah. I think it's going to be the Tigers, and I think the Brewers get it. So I think they'll be there.
All Midwest.
So, But either way, we are going to take our next break, and when we come back, Chris Hopzilla's in the building. We're going to talk about this Florida Gator team that put on a show against those Longhorns. You're listening to the Sports Blitz with Paul Wilson, 104.3 ESPN, Northwest Florida.
The Red 70s studio line is now open. 850-215-6290. ESPN Northwest Florida.
The Dan Patrick Show.
It feels like you got some teams that are kind of mailing it in. That Ravens loss, even with Lamar Jackson, they're not winning that game. And then you start to look at the numbers that the Ravens have been giving up. 41, 38, 37, 44.
It's the Dan Patrick Show, weekday mornings from 9 till 11. ESPN Northwest Florida.
This is Joanna with ESPN Northwest Florida. Here is your weather forecast on this Friday afternoon. The rest of the day, mostly sunshine and 78 with a strong breeze at 20 miles per hour out of the north-northeast. For tonight, mostly clear skies and a low near 64. Tomorrow, a wind 15 to 20 miles per hour, sunny and a high around 81. For Sunday, sunshine and a high of 82. This weather forecast is brought to you by Earthworks of Northwest Florida, Mid-South Lumber, best little lumber yard in Panama City. Thank you for keeping that dial at ESPN Northwest Florida.
Looking for dependable civil construction in the Florida Panhandle? CBC Construction has you covered. From land clearing and drainage to roads and underground utilities, CBC delivers high-quality work on time and on budget. Locally owned and operated, CBC is trusted by schools, developers, and municipalities. To learn more, call CBC Construction, 850-740-3815, or visit cbcconstruction.com. That's cbcconstruction.com.
PCB Hobby, the beach's premier hobby store for sports cards, comics, coins, and trading card games. PCB Hobby carries the largest selection of boxes and packs from the latest releases of brands like Topps, Panini, Leaf, and more. Looking for a specific player or team? PCB Hobby has a wide assortment of raw and graded cards. They carry parallel rookie, game used, and autographed cards in both modern and vintage. Have a collection you want to sell? We buy, sell, and trade. PCB Hobby on Back Beach Road, just east of Florida Linen. Call 850-320-8388.
Ryan Radke here from Sunday Night Football on Westwood One. Mike Golick and I will be in Kansas City this week for the Lions and the Chiefs. Patrick Mahomes in Kansas City saw their 2-game winning streak end on Monday night with a loss to the Jags. Now they face Jared Goff in Detroit, who are 4-1 and looking for a 5th straight win. Join us for all the action. Lions and the Chiefs on Sunday Night Football.
Coverage starts at 6:30. Kickoff at 7:15 on your home for the NFL on the Gulf Coast. 104.3 ESPN in Northwest Florida.
You found us inside the CBC Construction Studios. 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida airs the biggest games of the week from the SEC, ACC, and beyond. If it matters in college football, it's on 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida. Now back to the Sports Blitz.
Welcome back. You're listening to the Sports Blitz with Paul Wilson here at 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida. Don't forget, you can call in, you can text in on the Red 7T's phone line, 850-215-6290. We are your home for awesome college football on Saturday. Don't forget to watch what is going on this weekend. So, as always, on Friday, we got him in here. Oh, Chris Hobbzilla's in the building. What are you doing, Christopher?
Oh, just chilling. Glad to see you guys again, and looking forward to some more Gator football this weekend.
Oh, yeah. Well, you got a lot of Gator stuff to talk about today.
But you know what I did 2 weeks ago? I gotta grill them. I gotta keep on grilling the hobby. So 2 weeks ago, I asked the question.
Yep. Ask him.
Yeah. If Napier beats Texas and Texas A&M, does he keep his job? And you said no. And then last week, I said it again. If Napier beats Texas and Texas A&M, does he keep his job? And again, you said no. You're going to stick to it the third week in a row?
Third week in a row. The lights are coming down. If they beat
Texas A&M, is he keeping his job?
What about the rest of the games of the season?
Yeah, but these are 2 back-to-back games. This is the turning point of the season. The whole season can teeter on this. And I have disrespected Mississippi State. I should apologize to the Bulldog fans.
Yeah, you should. Go ahead.
Because I really do, in my mind, think that they're the Mississippi State of old. And thinking that this is a gimme game next week when they play Mississippi State, because that's who the Gators got next week.
Yep.
But, I mean, beating Texas and Texas A&M, I still don't see how Mississippi State can beat a team that just did that, you know?
Yeah, I don't know.
But anyway, so I asked you the question, and you're still going to say Napier's gone.
Yeah, I mean, he's gone. It's inevitable that he will be not the Gators coach in 2026. I don't know that he's going to be gone as soon as, say we lose to Texas,
well, you already beat Texas.
A&M.
A&M, yeah.
Say we lose to them.
Yeah.
Are they going to roll him out right then? Maybe not, because some of the stuff that I'm hearing this week, that's changing everything, so.
Wow. Well, okay, I mean, how happy were you with the Longhorns win?
Oh, I enjoyed the hell out of that. I mean, we were pummeling them the first half. I really loved it.
It looked good. Y'all were energetic.
It wasn't ever in your mind your game to lose. It looked like at the beginning that it was like from the first snap until halfway through, you were like very confident, right?
Yeah, 100%. Mm-hmm. Like we marched it right down the field and scored, and there was just no looking back. My kid was all pumped up. I had friends texting me. They're like, I'm going with the Gators on Hard Rock right now. I'm betting everything, So, I mean, it was that apparent that they were going to win, So,
yeah. So here's the good part. Texas A&M struggled till like right before halftime. They scored a touchdown right before halftime, Mississippi State, and that was their only score in the first half. So obviously what the Gators need to do is jump on them and jump on them early.
Well, and you got to look at it. Let's look at what they did against Texas. You got Lagway going 21 for 28. Now, to me, I'm going to stop right there. To me, that's the best he's done. I'm not talking about just this year. I'm talking about last year as well. 21 for 28. That means that 7 passes. Now, I didn't get to watch the whole game in its entirety, so I'm not sure if it was him throwing the ball away sometimes or if it's a drop or it's a rush that,
he did have a drop and he did have at least one probably 2 where he threw it away.
So there you go. So that realistically only 4 actual passes dropped or missed the target.
Yeah, he played phenomenal. I'll give him that, So
yeah,
but this isn't 7 out of 10. This is 7.5. This is 75% completion rate.
Correct. Which is that's and y'all gonna. I'm not talking about Miami Dolphins Tua. I'm talking about that's Alabama Tua numbers right there.
Right.
And that's really where you want to see your quarterback where the ball's not touching the ground. So we really saw an accurate. And which is totally opposite of what he was against LSU, because if you remember,
oh no, he's accurate, but his LSU guys catching 5 of them.
Yeah, well, I mean, when you look at it though, he was throwing in double coverage, triple coverage, quadruple coverage.
But they baited him twice.
They did, but he wasn't looking them off. But it seemed like he had a handle on what he was doing, and he had confidence in where he was throwing the ball.
Yeah.
And so, how do you feel about seeing that kind of Lagway playing? I mean, it almost gives you that
last
we
year
can
vibe,
win no matter who we're playing.
Yeah, like kind of when we went on the run last year, and I mean, it makes me feel great. I think having, the wide receiver, I kept bringing up Dallas Wilson, made him a lot more confident about everything. That's a big body to have to throw the ball to. I mean, I don't know if you saw that play, but he threw it to the sideline, and basically it took like 3 Texas A&M defenders like trying to tackle him, and he was just dragging them into the end zone like by him.
6'3", 213 pounds, ran the 4x4 100, 4x4 in high school, ran an 11-second 100 meters in high school. This guy is a freak. I know Jeremiah Smith gets all of the hype. Jeremiah Smith obviously gets all of the stuff because he's a national champion. He's definitely a first-round draft pick. But this guy is nothing short of Julio Jones, Jeremiah Smith, Marvin Harrison. He's that guy. He can take over a game single-handedly.
That's very true. Yeah, I agree with that.
And 6 catches, 111 yards, 2 touchdowns. One of the touchdowns, 3 Texas defenders. We're not talking about mid-major transfers. We're not talking about 2-star athletes. We're talking about 5-star, 3 of them against the 1 5-star from Florida, unable to tackle him. It reminded me of Cam Newton in 2010 when he would get outside of the pocket and they just couldn't tackle him. It took more than 1, but it took 3 of them and they still didn't tackle him.
Right.
He didn't even fall in the end zone.
Couldn't even push him out of bounds.
Right.
It was pitiful.
And I mean, Jeff thinks he's big and strong, but I bet Jeff couldn't push him out of the out of bounds. See, Jeff thinks
it's all about momentum. It's all about momentum.
That's what it is. Well, you know what? As always, when Chris Hobzilla's here, we're going to talk to Bill in Covington, Tennessee. Billy, how you doing, man? We've been waiting on you.
What up?
Bill, what's up, man?
What up, Javi? What up?
Good to hear from you.
Yeah, man. So what are we thinking tomorrow? What are we thinking?
I mean, it's a tough one because, the defense of Texas A&M, I think they're going to match up really good with Florida's offense, and I think we both share, an agreement about the play calling and things like that. It's going to be a good, close game, but I'm not sure that we can pull it out, honestly.
I don't know, man. I personally think Billy called a pretty good game against Texas. I think the key will be the lines of scrimmage. I think Jaden Ball needs to get the ball handed to him at least 22 to 24 times. and then that's when you can see some throws downfield take place.
Yeah, that's definitely the attack they should stick with.
With DW and DW3, I mean, come on. And then you got Aiden Mizell, he's coming back.
Yeah, I think that's
that one little fumble, that one fumble by Hanson, who's normally sure-handed. That could have been that's the difference between a three score game versus a 1-score, 2-score game.
Yeah, we totally could have blown them out past that.
But,
and that third down conversion last week. I mean,
right.
The whole game for the Gators, it was different.
Here's a stat on A&M. They've only allowed like one third down conversion in the last 25 attempts. That is going to be key in this game tomorrow.
So, Bill, let me tell you this. This is what's going to have to happen, and you said it, you alluded to it at the beginning, talking about Jaden Ball. That's going to be the key. If you can run off tackle, if you can get some good runs, gash that defensive line, get them linebackers moving, suck in the safeties, make them respect your run game, get the touches that you need. Because if you're in a game and you've got Jaden Ball carrying the ball 22, 24 times a game, then you're in that game. That means that you're winning that game probably more times than not. He had 27 carries, 107 yards, and 1 touchdown against Texas.
I think you win it 8 out of 10 times if you touch the ball that many times.
And that's the key. But you've got to get those. You can't get, 2nd and 9, 2nd and 8. You need the 2nd and 5, 2nd and 4.
2nd and 6.
Yes. You've got to get those because you've got to keep that defense honest. And that's the thing about Mike Elko. With him being such a good coach, he does like to control the line of scrimmage. Obviously, every coach likes to try to control the line of scrimmage. But really, he tries to make you one-dimensional. Now, Billy has, he's got tricks up his sleeve. And I was a little shocked, Bill. I'll just be honest with you. Hearing what we've been talking about in the past, for you to start the conversation about how good of a game Billy called. Are you starting to love him a little bit?
He called a good game. I mean, I watch Shane Matthews' podcast every morning, and I agree with what Shane says. The difference between Texas and the previous few games, our players went out executed.
Yeah.
They did their jobs, and that's where we have lacked. Maybe if we retain Billy for another year, we need to start the year off with 2 bye weeks to start. Let us have our bye weeks at the beginning of the season instead of 2 in the middle. We'll call him bye week Billy instead of bad week.
But the thing that I'm thinking about is his history on the road. That's the biggest problem. Like if this was in Gainesville, like it was, we had the crowd all into it, I would be, more prompted to say we could possibly win, but I just think it's going to be a close game. So
I had a feeling last weekend. I told some friends Florida's going to mess around and beat Texas.
Yeah,
and I'm telling you now, I think they're going to mess around and beat A&M tomorrow.
Well, I hope so.
Yeah, that's. I mean, yeah, go ahead.
No, I mean, look, that Mississippi State game.
I just got that feeling.
The Mississippi State game was in Kyle Field and College Station this past week. In which Texas A&M is going to show up because, they've been doing it all year, but that first half versus Mississippi State, they didn't look like the same Texas A&M. And in Florida Gators, same deal with them. What was the LSU? The LSU turnover ratio. Yeah, well, the LSU turnover ratio was what, like 5-2 when Florida Gators played LSU?
Yeah.
It was 2-2 last week. It was dead even, because they had a fumble and an interception compared to the 2 interceptions for Arch Manning.
Yep. And the third down conversions were the same, and the the plays were about the same, the yards were about the same, but it's how Florida had their yards. Mm-hmm. It was the running game. Mm-hmm. Over 100 yards.
Good. Right.
If you get over 100 yards and then you open and begin to let DJ throw, the confidence starts to build, it seems like, because he knows he doesn't have to do it. Yeah.
Let me run this by you. That pick DJ threw, Dallas is on an up and out, so he was going for the jugular. Mm-hmm. He just made a bad throw.
Yeah.
And that's going to happen.
Billy was going for the jugular there.
Yeah.
And that's going to happen if you're – but I would take those passes any day, because a deep throw is the safest one, because more than likely you're either going to get a hell of a good catch, a drop, or a PI.
Yeah, no, that's exactly it. And that's what you want. But you want to be able – this game was totally different if you watched the LSU game compared to that Texas game. And to me, you know, and I'm not disagreeing with you about location, but if you look at that LSU team, they didn't run the ball again. I mean, Florida didn't run the ball against them. So they knew exactly.
That's what I've been saying all year.
Mm-hmm. The safeties stayed back.
You got one of the best backs in the whole country wearing number 13, wearing orange and blue. Let him run the dadgum football. And he's a hell of a pass blocker, and he's good catching the ball out of the backfield.
Yeah, I mean, that's the key.
The touchdown he scored, I don't know if you noticed, he juked that safety in the hole. He was dead to rights, tackled. That jump cut, and then got outside and scored. So, I mean, there you go.
So
run the ball, BAUGH, number 13.
So here we have the Longhorns. We respected their defense. They held Ohio State to 14. Are the Aggies the same in defense as the Longhorns? And the Gators scored 29. That's good enough to win a game versus the Aggies, depending. And because look, they usually score in the 20s. The Aggies do. I mean, what they score 31 last week.
They have yet to play, in my opinion, a real good team yet.
Well, Miami.
I think, hey,
it's Notre Dame.
The most dangerous team in the country right now is a team led by Billy Napier on the hot seat.
That's about right.
I'm serious. I mean, somehow that guy can pull a rabbit out of his rear end and start winning some ball games.
I think the kids
I don't know what it is.
Win so hard.
Well, I think they practice hard. They came out. It's going to come down to Florida executing defense and offense.
Well, when you look at the schedule going forward, you got to understand that everybody, when LSU happened, everybody started putting that game as a definite win for their team. And then, and then if you look at what they did to Texas,
and after this Texas deal, and look, I think Arch Manning's a good football player. I don't think he's really. I think he's a little overhyped, but we were in his face the whole game, man. No quarterback can play ball with when you got that kind of pressure.
Yeah, no, that's true. I want to read some Facebook posts real quick for everybody to kind of see where it's going. Low Perriman said, ease the load and get DJ in the swing with a strong run game. So he's agreeing with us. And then Texas A&M is the most penalized team in the SEC. If we can capitalize on those, we'll be good. That's Garrett Duque. I think that's how. And then
I read that as well.
Yeah, and Low Perriman said it's almost like an offense wake up until after one drive versus Miami. Between that and UT, offense moved the ball almost 0 yards. And that's the truth. You've got to set up the pass with the run, or you set up the pass to run. Either one. It doesn't matter anymore. You know, used to the old way of being, you know, you got to set your edges and all that to run the football, to be able to throw the football. But now you can go the opposite. You can throw the football and then start gashing them with big runs, and then they don't know what you're doing. And that's really up to the offensive coordinator. And like you said, Billy Napier, for whatever it's worth, I don't know if he just likes it. You know what? They need to buy him a vehicle at the Gainesville dealership. Just make sure it's got heated seats, because when he's got a heated seat, he calls a good game.
Yeah.
I mean, seriously. I mean, just look at it. I mean, look at what happened last year. Now, last year, I think Ole Miss and LSU both shot themselves in the foot.
Yeah.
Multiple times. And we just happened to be on the, you know, you got to have a little luck to win football games with SEC. I don't care what anybody says. You got to have some luck, and things went our way.
Yeah, you do. And
when Billy's rear end is on fire, he's got the most dangerous team in the country right there in Gainesville, or they're in a College Station today. But I read that earlier today about A&M being one of the most penalized teams in the country. That can be a big difference maker.
Oh yeah. No, it going to be.
It makes me wonder, is it defensive pass interference, or are we talking about holding on the line? Because that's half the
procedural penalties, defensive penalties, all of it.
Yeah, it's really not.
A holding on a critical down, or a PI on a critical down can be the difference in a game.
Yeah. Yeah, that's so true, because it could start or stop a drive for sure.
So
it can get you into field goal range or get you out of it.
If LSU shot themselves in the foot last year versus the Gators, the Gators did this year versus LSU. But the game that got away, for me for the Gators this year though is that South Florida game.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
They gave that game away. Yeah.
Look, we started out the first drive. Jaden Ball ran for like 8 or 9 carries and had like 50 or 60 yards. First drive, and then you didn't see him till the second quarter. And I'm like, "What are you doing, Billy? Put him in the game and let that man run the football."
So we would be making excuses if the Gators had beaten South Florida and they would only have 2 losses and it'd be Miami and LSU. We would be making excuses that they played good teams and we wouldn't be so down on the Gators. But that dang South Florida game is like
that's what makes me question the A&M game so much.
Yeah.
That would be a big, big difference there.
Yeah.
I mean, come on, man. Come on. And then you had the unruly spitting on the guy penalty, which basically cost him the game.
Yeah, that was it.
Well, one statistic.
I mean, and I feel sorry for the dude that did it, but I think he's learned his lesson. I know they say he's been really upset. Kudos to him. Take ownership of it. Don't do that stupid crap again.
One statistic you got to look at, Bill, though, is A&M has like one of the best returning player productions in college football, and Florida is close to them in that, and they beat us pretty solid last year.
All right, I agree, but hey, funny things happen with a Billy Napier-led hot seat team.
Hot seat Billy. Well, with that being said, Bill, unfortunately, we're going to have to go. We got to take our next break. We appreciate you calling.
You guys have a good evening. We'll see you tomorrow.
Yes, sir. We appreciate it. And when we come back, we're going to look at this Texas A&M team. We're going to see what they really got. You're listening to the Sports Blitz with Paul Wilson at 104.3 ESPN, Northwest Florida.
Call or text him now on the Red 7T's studio line. 850-215-6290. ESPN Northwest Florida. It's the Coach James Hale Show.
Wanted to be the voice of the Crimson Tide for more than 50 years. Finally am. Please don't get me fired.
But everybody wants to know, what's the difference? What is it like working for Saban and then working with Coach DeBoer? What?
Weekday morning 7 to 9. ESPN Northwest Florida.
Your goals matter, and at Anytime Fitness Panama City, they're ready to help you crush them. With expert coaching, personal training, and virtual workouts through the Anytime Fitness app, you'll have all the support you need inside the club and beyond. Limited time only. Join today for just $1 down and start your fitness journey now. Don't wait. Visit 107 West 23rd Street, Suite W8, or call 850-818-8184. Anytime Fitness. Let's make healthy happen.
Los Rancheros has been doing it right for 20 years. Los Rancheros brings a top-shelf dining experience to you with the opening of their beautiful new building. Watch all college and pro games on Los Rancheros' 14 large-screen TVs with great drink specials daily from 2 to 5 and during all the games. Los Rancheros, the place for live sports and great food on 23rd Street between Jenks and Harrison.
Ranke here from Sunday Night Football on Westwood One. Mike Golick and I will be in Kansas City this week for the Lions and the Chiefs. Patrick Mahomes in Kansas City saw their 2-game winning streak end on Monday night with a loss to the Jags. Now they face Jared Goff in Detroit, who are 4-1 and looking for a 5th straight win. Join us for all the action. Lions and the Chiefs on Sunday Night Football.
Coverage starts at 6:30. Kickoff at 7:15 on your home for the NFL on the Gulf Coast. 104.3 ESPN in Northwest Florida.
Now, we're live and local inside the CBC Construction Studios. This is the Sports Blitz. We don't just talk sports. We start fires. 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida.
Welcome back. You're listening to the Sports Blitz with Paul Wilson here at 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida. Don't forget, you can call in. You can text in on the Red 7T's phone line, 850-215-6290. We are talking a lot about Florida Gators, and we are going to continue to do so. But real quick, before we dive into this Florida Gator game and last week, you know something? The Mosley Dolphins last night were able to clinch and win in overtime against the Niceville Eagles. So Coach Tommy Joe Whidden and them, 3 years in a row, are now district champions. He's a friend of the show. Actually, we text some about some of the stuff that he's doing, so it's pretty awesome. So we wanted to give a shout-out to those Mosley Dolphins. How about a little clap back there, Bone Crusher, for the Mosley Dolphins? Give us a little clap. What do you say? Oh, he's got to hurry. He's got to hurry. You got to hurry. Put him on the spot.
42-36.
42-36. Good job for the Mosley Dolphins. They did good.
Sweating that.
Yeah,
overtime.
It was tough. Yeah, it was a tough played game. It was, had some adversity early on, but ended up pulling it out. So that's the thing about it. In high school, in college, and pro, you're going to have those games that you're supposed to win, or that you're heavily favored, or that you're favored, and you're going to eke them out. I remember playing in the national, the year we won the national championship, and Tennessee with Lane Kiffin was about to kick a game-winning field goal, and Terrence Cody blocked the field goal to win the game. Wow. And so you eke out some of those games, and then you end up going on. So either way,
Auburn usually does it.
Yeah,
Auburn's the nail biter. Like down by 3 touchdowns, boom, you come back, and it's like, wow.
Exactly.
Auburn's had some. Oh man,
they've had
guys.
Some, I don't even want. You notice I'm not wanting to talk about that.
No. Y'all ruin them more than they ruin you.
I know, but
y'all just get all upset about
Alabama
it. Now they do get upset about y'all beating them though.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Garrett Duque said that Marcel has been horrible in 3rd and 7+ statistically. And then Low Perriman said, contrary to belief, Miami didn't pull away until late in the 4th quarter. I don't think they should have lost the game either, talking about what you said earlier, as well as 100%. It was one score with like 8 to 9 minutes left. So either way, that is what everybody's talking about.
When I was watching it, though, I felt like the Gators are going to hold on and definitely win that game.
Yeah.
It just had the feel of it,
You're talking about the Texas game, right?
The Texas Gators game, yeah.
Yeah.
It felt like the Gators they were in control, it seemed like.
Yeah. It just seemed different. Now, I'm going to say this, and I know people are probably going to go sideways with me on it, but I don't think Texas is that good. I think Florida played good, don't get me wrong. I think Florida is good. I don't think Texas is that good. I don't think this is the Texas team that you saw play Ohio State. I don't think this is the Texas team that only gave up that many 14 points to Ohio State. I don't think that that's the same team anymore. I think they're totally different. I don't think they have any confidence in Arch as far as the team camaraderie. I don't think that the offense I think the playbook is halfway open. I don't think it's open all the way. I don't think they're able to do, because he missed so many throws. He's got people open, but he misses those throws. So Sark can't open the playbook anymore because they haven't perfected the playbook that he's gotten for the first 5 games.
Yeah, that's true.
That's the thing that I'm talking about. I'm not saying that Florida did not deserve to win and didn't play their butts off and make it, beat the Longhorns. But what I am saying is I think the AP poll has gotten it right as far as now, finally, after all these losses that they've taken, the 2, but still, after the first one, I was like, they still shouldn't be that high. And then, boom, they got the second one, then they finally took them out. But I don't think Texas is as good as described. I know they've got 5 stars, but I think that there's some lack of confidence from the team in the people that are calling the shots. And so I think that's one of those things. Go ahead.
Was Texas ranked 10 last week?
What were they ranked?
Or were they higher?
They might have been a little higher.
It might have been like 8 or something.
Yeah.
Like that. But when they dropped from number 1, I think they dropped to like number 10.
Yeah. And I agree with what you said. I don't think Texas is that good. I knew that was a game I had circled for us to definitely win that was left,
Well, this is the week to learn about Texas, because Mateer is probable for Oklahoma.
Right.
And they're playing in Dallas. And it's going to be, that's a wake-up call.
I can tell you right now, if on Sunday morning we wake up and they beat them by 3 or 4 touchdowns, it would not shock me at all.
That Oklahoma will beat them that bad.
Right.
It would not shock me. That would not be a shocker.
Mateer's a trooper. He's a great quarterback.
Yeah.
He
I
gets
think
to
they
play.
can. I think
Do it
they
without
can.
him.
I think they can beat him without him. I think the defense alone for Oklahoma will be able to hold this anemic run game and ineffective passing game that Sark has right now.
I think there's no way Oklahoma can win by 20 or more points. There's no way.
Well, you picked Texas to win.
I know.
And that's just probably why, because you.
Well,
picked
no,
them
I
to
mean,
win.
like, what has Texas allowed the most this year? 29 versus Florida. How you gonna win by 21 points if you only allow 29 points? That'd be 29-8. It ain't happening. Texas is going to be in the double digits on offense.
Unless they score 40 points.
Oh, it ain't happening. I don't think so. Not on that Texas.
Let me
defense.
ask you a question. Do you think a healthy Mateer scores 40 points on Texas?
No.
What defense are you looking at? You keep alluding to that defense. What defense are you looking at?
I think they have more fire in them than you realize. And they were playing in Gainesville, you know. This game's in Dallas. It's in their backyard, basically.
But it's not, though.
No, I'm telling you. I don't think there's no way that Oklahoma wins by 3 touchdowns.
They've got 5
I'd be
stars.
shocked.
They got 5 stars.
Yeah.
But it's not working. The offense is putting the defense in such of a bad situation. And if he throws pick sixes or if he does any kind of stuff, if they stall out on the drives, if they go to 3 and outs, starting the first quarter, starting the third quarter like they did against Florida, you're going to find yourself, if Oklahoma can get good field position and they can run the football like Florida did, and then they got some decent, if Mateer's playing and he's got some easy routes to read, I'm telling you that he's going to pick apart that defense. And don't be surprised if they have 150-yard rushing, because Oklahoma's got some running backs too.
Mm-hmm. So Texas losing to Oklahoma, and we look forward to their schedule. I know they have Arkansas. Of course, they have A&M at the end of the year. Next week, they're playing Kentucky. This is not a hard schedule. I know they have Georgia, too. Obviously, that's going to be a loss, right? But they take the 3rd loss to Oklahoma, the 4th loss to Georgia. You know, I don't know. I don't think Sark gets on the hot seat.
No, he's not
At
hot
6-6, you kind of wonder a little bit.
No, you ain't going to see no hot seat with him. But I'm just going to tell you this. This is probably going to shock your brains out. Because you know what? Low Perriman, he agrees with me. He agrees with me.
3 touchdowns.
Yeah, 3 touchdowns. Low, thank you, buddy. We on the same page. But let me tell you this. This is what I was going to say that's going to shock you.
Yeah.
You ready for this?
Yeah.
It's not a guarantee that they're going to beat Kentucky either. That game's probably going to be closer than everybody believes. And Kentucky's got a backup quarterback starting. I think he's a true freshman.
Yeah.
So I'm just telling you, you know what? There's a game. There's a game called Buy It and Sell It. I ain't buying anything the Texas Longhorns got. I'm telling you. I know we're friends with the Stone Cold Brian Austin, and I know we like the Lone Star Boy House, and I know you ate the gator. He ate the gator. That's the problem. He ate the gator.
It was delicious.
So I don't care about all of that, but I'm telling you right now, the Texas Longhorns are probably going to lose 5 to 6 ball games this year. And when they do, you're going to be hearing, what are they going to do with Arch Manning? Now, I'm not trying to make this a Texas show. We've got our guest here. We're going to talk about the Gators. But what are they going to do if, you know, and I got my Hulk Hogan voice when I think, you know, Sarkisian, what are you going to do, brother? When you get 6 losses, what are you going to do with Arch Manning?
So next week I'm going to the Texas game in Lexington, Kentucky. Mm-hmm. And then guess what it is for Kentucky?
Homecoming.
Family weekend.
Oh.
That's what it is. Family weekend. And they picked that. Kentucky did. They don't care.
They didn't know. They didn't know.
They didn't know. They thought it'd be a top 5 team, probably.
Well, let me say this.
Yeah.
You better get you a blue shirt, dog.
I already got one.
Oh, yeah.
I already got one.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
You're not a real LSU fan.
I got some he can
blue.
borrow if he needs it.
UK or UF?
Oh, they're UF, but they're still blue.
Yeah, you can't do that. Don't wear no UF shirt there. They might take you out the back.
That's true. I forgot about
Yeah,
that.
you don't like Florida there for sure. But yeah, I'm serious.
Yeah.
And you know, you can call in, whatever. And I'm telling you, Texas and Kentucky, that's not a gimme. Not in Lexington.
Yeah.
I'm just saying. You know how bad Kentucky is.
And I've been talking in existence about 3 different times. I said, man, that team lost to that team last year. And what I'm talking about is Ole Miss lost to Kentucky last year. And I said, Ole Miss is going to wipe Kentucky, just kill them because they want revenge for last year. And guess what? Didn't happen. Ole Miss struggled against Kentucky.
At Kentucky.
Barely got it away. And then the second time was Alabama. Alabama's going to kill Vandy. They want that revenge from last year. It was not a killing. It was 14-all at halftime.
Yeah, it wasn't.
It was not a killing.
Nope.
They took control in the second half, but it's not a killing. And then the third time was the Florida Gators. Yeah. They want that revenge from last year against Texas because they throttled them, 49-13 last year? Mm-hmm. And look what happened. I'm talking into existence. Who's going to be this weekend?
It's going to be curious.
Who wants revenge?
It's going to be curious to see what happens. Either way, we're going to take our break. But when we come back, we're going to dive into this game. Florida versus A&M. You're listening to the Sports Blitz with Paul Wilson at 104.3 ESPN, Northwest Florida.
Reach out and smack someone. Call or text now. 850-215-6290. The Red 7T Studio Line. ESPN Northwest Florida. Here's what's happening.
Coming up on October 31st, it's the Cal G Squires inaugural golf tournament benefiting the Angel House Bereavement Center, the only provider of clinical grief counseling in Bay County. Costumes are encouraged for this fun day at Bay Point. Prizes for a hole-in-one, longest drive, closest to the pin, and best costume. To register you or your team, go to angelhousebci.org.
This is Joanna with your latest forecast on ESPN Northwest Florida this Friday. For tonight, mostly clear skies and a low of 65 with a moderate breeze out of the north-northeast around 16 miles per hour. Tomorrow morning, mostly sunshine with temps around 74. In the afternoon and evening, sunny with a strong breeze and a temperature near 81. Moving into Sunday, about the same with a high of 82 and sunny. This forecast is brought to you by Earthworks of Northwest Florida. Thank you for keeping that dial on ESPN Northwest Florida. Rely on it.
Full residential and commercial projects from start to finish, Wheelhouse is ready to help. From the moment you have the thought to build to the moment you step through the front door of your finished projects, Wheelhouse Consulting and Engineering will walk you through all of your aspirations. Engineering, site plans, live architectural design, construction, 3D rendering, permits, and more. Wheelhouse Consulting and Engineering, 850-896-6597. That's 850-896-6597. And online at wheelhousedba.com.
No one wants to deal with a plumbing, electrical, or HVAC emergency. It's even worse when you're not sure what it'll cost, when it'll get fixed, or if someone's just selling you something. When you call Hiller, you can trust our experts to actually solve your home's problems quickly. And with true transparency pricing, you know the price you're told is the price you'll actually pay. Book online now at happyhiller.com. Happy you'll be, or the service is free.
I'm a happy-faced truck today.
WPLQ Port St. Joe, WGSX Lumen. Powered by Panama City Toyota.
ESPN Northwest Florida.
Ryan Radke here from Sunday Night Football on Westwood One. Mike Golick and I will be in Kansas City this week for the Lions and the Chiefs. Patrick Mahomes in Kansas City saw their 2-game winning streak end on Monday night with a loss to the Jags. Now they face Jared Goff in Detroit, who are 4-1 and looking for a 5th straight win. Join us for all the action. Lions and the Chiefs on Sunday Night Football.
Coverage starts at 6:30. Kickoff at 7:15 on your home for the NFL on the Gulf Coast. 104.3 ESPN in Northwest Florida.
Broadcasting from the CBC Construction Studios. The Sports Blitz.
Woo! One from home, baby.
104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida.
5 o'clock on a Friday. The weekend is upon us. You made it through your workday. It's 5:02. So you're about to get in your truck. You're about to go get something good, or maybe the wife's got something cooked for you. Woo! I'm excited about that. So either way, we're excited. We've been talking about these Florida Gators playing this Texas A&M. Don't forget, you can call in. You can text in on the Red 7T phone line, 850-215-6290. I got Jeffrey in the studio with us. We got Chris Hobbzilla in the building. And we always, on Friday, have Bone Crusher crushing the ones and the twos. And we're having a pumped-up Friday. So, guys, we got Florida taking on A&M. They're going to be at Kyle Field. It's going to be a night game. It's going to be exciting. There's going to be a lot of people there. And I just want to let y'all know that not only am I not buying the Texas Longhorns, I'm not a huge buyer of these A&M Aggies as well. And let me tell you why. So when you look at it, 41-40 over Notre Dame, 31-9 over Mississippi State. I'm not talking about teams that aren't any good. So we're not talking about Utah State that they beat. I'm not worried about that. But this game is glaring to me. And that's what I want to ask you guys, how you feel about it. 16-10 against Auburn. 16 points against Auburn. Giving up 10 points to Jackson Arnold and that awesome Hugh Freeze offense. So, what's more surprising? 16 points against Auburn or only giving up 10 points to Auburn? Chris?
I don't know. The giving up the 10 points sounds pretty, legit there.
Yeah.
Only giving up the 10.
What do you think, Jeff?
I think 16's awful. I think that not only did they had the ball, they had the 3-point lead, it went down the field, and they settled for a field goal. And I was like, you couldn't even put the game away when you had that 3-point lead and that drive in the fourth quarter, when you knew you had enough time on the clock for Auburn to score a touchdown, and you settled for a field goal to have a 6-point lead, you could give that game away.
Yeah, but he trusted in his defense. That's what he's going to say at the press conference. He's going to say, I trusted my defense. I knew what we could do on defense. I wanted to make sure they couldn't go down and kick a field goal. But he trusted in his defense.
Yeah, he did.
And
he held Mississippi State to 9 the next week. So he is trusting in his defense.
So would you say that that's the strong point of this team, is that their defense is really where it's at?
Well, besides the 40 points that were given up to Notre Dame.
Yeah.
But
that's the first game of the year, though.
I'm a firm believer that,
No, it wasn't. It wasn't the first game. Miami beat Notre Dame first game.
Yeah, week 2. My bad.
A win is a win, So that's the thing. They had a shootout with, Notre Dame and won that. So,
so they've
finding
been
ways to win.
battle tested.
Battle tested.
Yeah. And then just winning enough against an Auburn team that's, I can't say Auburn has looked good at all, though. At all.
Well, you were saying that they were almost like a victim against Oklahoma with those calls, those referee calls.
I just called it like I saw it.
Yeah.
But still, they didn't see.
But if they're an equal of Oklahoma, and you got Oklahoma number 5 or 6 in the conference.
Not anymore. Not anymore. Yeah, at the time of play, which after week after week, it changes. Look at what Alabama looked like at the beginning of the year.
Yeah,
but also Auburn's in opportunity to get the ball to their wide receiver that's an NFL prospect in the name of Cam Coleman. That's the part that you got to get your touches to your guys that matter.
Yeah.
But anyway, we do have Lowe in Houston on the phone line. Lowe, how you doing, my friend?
What's going on, gentlemen?
Oh, man, we're having a blast. What's happening with you, my friend?
I'm driving right now. I'm tuned in with you guys. I'm having a good time, so I figured I'd chime in and flap my lips with you guys.
So what do you think? We're debating this whole deal about Auburn and the A&M score of being 16-10. And is it that A&M's just got a really good defense and their offense is just okay?
That's hard to say because I don't really think Auburn really looked good all year either. So I think that's hard to say, but I want to believe that A&M has a solid defense. That's what I want to believe.
Yeah, that's probably legitimate, you know what I mean? Because Elko's been known to have good defenses. They've been known to control the line of scrimmage. But as far as being a Gator fan, you know, Bill, we talked to Bill earlier, and Bill was saying we've got to get the ball to ball as much as possible in this game and be able to run between the tackles. Do you agree with that too?
Oh, I agree. I think that to win most games, you gotta be able to do both. I mean, that's just, especially in the SEC. The only way we're going to be able to keep the pressure off DJ, keep him accurate all night, keep him fresh in the pocket is going to be we're going to have to run the ball, and we're going to have to do it efficiently and effectively every time.
Yeah,
it's got to be short yardage situations when we come into second down and third down. That's the only way they're going to win the game.
So
if they don't do that, I think A&M takes it with ease.
Yeah, are you happy with the play calling that you saw against Texas as far as like what Napier allowed DJ to do and then having 27 touches for Jaden Ball?
I'll say relieved. That's what we've been looking for all season.
Yeah.
That's what we watched during the spring. That's what we watched at the Orange and Blue game. That's what we're expecting coming from last season. You know, shutting down LSU Hope, shutting down Ole Miss. So like that's what we're looking for. So when you open up to, you know, of course LIU, but then you turn around and what happened?
Yeah.
What's going on?
Yeah, exactly. Chris, do you have something?
I was just going to say, it sounds like he keeps getting disconnected or something kind of sort of with the call. Yeah. But as far as, you know, Florida with our running backs, everybody keeps talking about, you know, run the ball. It was a 1-2 punch last week that really helped out. We had a, you know, former Florida State commit, Duke Clark, running the ball, and he is out against Texas A&M. And I'm just saying that he did have some yards.
Yeah.
And he was a good player.
Well, you definitely need that second guy to be able to come in. Now, the first guy, though, does open it up for the second guy because he's more fresh. He's got the fresher legs, and he's ready to go. But Lo, are you still with us?
I'm still with you. I'm sorry about the connection there, gentlemen.
No, that's okay. And you're calling from Houston, Texas, right? Hello?
Yes.
Okay, good. So did you have any of your Texas fans give you any grief over this past week? I think our connection is messed up. So either way, but when you look at this A&M, thank you, Lo, for the call. We appreciate it.
He's going through the Mobile Tunnel. No, I'm joking.
No, he's probably on the I don't know what's the thing over
the Beltway and the
Beltway, the Beltway in Texas
and the Loop. He's going to both of them at the same time.
I'm
joking.
but yeah, I mean, you make a good point. You know, when you're talking about the running game, because obviously Jaden Ball is the feature back, but you do have to give him spells from time to time, and you don't want to be one-dimensional when you take him out.
Right.
So you still want to be able to run the football.
He's going to need to be rested a little bit. And normally we have Jacoby Jackson, and he's questionable. That was the 1-2 punch before Clark stepped in. Now we're going to have to step down to sophomore K.D. Daniels more than likely. And he's an electric player, but he just hasn't had much playing time. So,
well, you know how it goes. No time like the present.
Right,
so,
next man up.
So I just want to read on our Facebook a little bit. Bill said that good news, though. Howard, the assistant athletic director for the Gators, has retired today, and he had exclamation points. So
is that concern?
Maybe that's a Lane thing.
Is that concern? Because the baseball team's going great.
I know that's not the AD, but I'm just saying the AD supposedly don't like Lane. Maybe it was the other guy, and Lane's coming in.
Oh, wow. But, I mean, let's look at the athletic department. Doing great at baseball. Won a national title in basketball. They do good in other sports. Softball, I think they're pretty good. What was the other one that they went to the finals? Oh, gymnastics, they're good at too. Volleyball, boom.
Didn't you say that was an assistant?
All the way around.
That Bill said?
Assistant.
Yeah, see, so I don't have problems with Strickland. A lot of our Gator fans do, but that assistant may have had something to do with the problems with Lane. So,
well, you know, and that's the thing that, you know, you don't ever know on those things. So let me just tell y'all this. We'll finish up talking about A&M, and then we're going to get into some deep conversations about the longevity of Billy Napier. But 74% right now is saying that A&M is going to win this football game.
Yep.
So it's a hill to climb. It's not This is not easy right here. So they're definitely, I mean, to be 74%, that's like you're a big underdog. I mean, I don't even know what the spread is, but even with that, you gotta know.
Well, looking at the schedule, we would have had Texas A&M losing to Notre Dame. I mean, that's how I was betting.
Yeah, for sure.
And I know they only lost by 1 point, but that's what I would have had.
Yeah,
so they would not be 5-0 right now; they'd be 4-1. Not a huge difference, but we're respecting them a little bit more.
We would,
and you're all looking at the schedule, and I think I have a little bit more understanding of the mid majors, and playing UTSA and Utah State. Y'all are shrugging them off. Y'all thinking, a bunch of nobodies. No, these are teams that are right in the middle of the FCS. They're right up in the middle. These are not bad teams. And they beat them like, 18 and 22 points?
FCS. They're not FCS.
Not FCS. Well, 1A, the top level.
Utah State is
they're a Mountain West.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're FBS.
I'm sorry. Yeah. Was it FBS? That's what it's called. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. You always correct me, so I'm going to make sure you get it right.
No, you're right. And UTSA jumped from Conference USA over to American.
Right.
And they're not, just nobodies. And Texas A&M throttled both of them.
Well, this is the thing. Okay, so you're going to see me and Jeffrey at this point get into a little bit of an argument. It's either like
you think they're nobodies.
It's not that they're not. It's not that they're nobodies. It's just that they're not
Power 4.
They're not even winning their conference every time.
You're right.
They're not running off.
They win their conference every 6 years.
Right. They're not winning 10 games. They're not averaging 10 games.
They're not Boise State.
Right. They're not those teams. And so, yes, I do flick them off because you're Texas A&M. You've got a huge amount of backers. You've got all of this money that you're spending on this roster. You got all these people that are giving money to the program, and you're going to tell me that some little Utah State, you're not even Utah. You're Utah State. You're the younger brother. You're the step brother.
You are.
You're not even on the lineage of the bloodline. You're a step brother.
And Alabama played Mercer last year.
Right. Mercer. And I'm not worried a little bit about it.
Most people don't even know that's in Macon.
Yeah, it's in Macon, Georgia.
Yeah. They're nobodies.
Yeah.
They're not.
They were good in basketball.
Yeah.
They made the tournament a couple of times.
I had an offer
Mercer,
from there, man.
Yeah. But
and LSU scheduled Southeast Louisiana.
Yeah. And that's
awful.
You have to do it, though. You can't play Ohio State. You can't play Penn State on your off weeks when you're fighting against all these great SEC teams.
Yeah.
And, you're right.
And props to Bama because scheduling Florida State and Wisconsin takes a little cojones.
Yeah. Well, and we did Georgia, too. We didn't have to schedule them. That wasn't something that we had to do. We did that.
It fell in your lap.
Yeah.
2 years in a row.
Yeah. So, but anyway, back to our argument. The thing is that, these teams, they have a football team. They can win their conference every 4 to 5, 6 years, whatever. But against what they're playing, that's like playing a 6A versus a 1A. You're not supposed to lose. You're supposed to be out with the starters by the third quarter.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm talking about. I know you're all on the mid-major. He'll pick a mid-major game that he thinks is going to be close than he would a Florida State playing somebody in the conference.
I don't mind being wrong. And I've picked the pick 'em in college football. I've won 8 out of 10, 3 weeks in a row.
Oh, look at that.
I'm on a streak.
Look at the cocky
I
now.
need some of your picks for Hard Rock.
But you know what?
The
Hard game. He doesn't do the spread.
Yeah, I wanted to leave Alabama versus Vandy off last week for a game that was going to be harder to pick. And he was like, you can't leave my Vandy game off. And I was like, well,
we got to put it back.
Okay.
Yeah.
I put it back in there.
Yeah.
And so next week, he's going to say, there's no James Madison in Liberty, I think is what it is.
Well, he picked James Madison to make the 12.
Oh, no,
this year.
It's Old Dominion. Old Dominion.
Now.
Who upset Virginia Tech. And James Madison's taken 1 loss. So this is the team that from the group of 5 has a chance to get in. If Memphis and UNLV and somebody else, Navy, loses, because they're all undefeated right now. So I don't want to say you almost have to put them on your radar once these other teams lose, which is a good possibility because there's lots of upsets.
I don't give any respect to the mid-major teams at all because I think they're I think they're punch and Judy teams. I think they're fluke teams. I think they just have a good seasoned team, and that's it. I don't think their program is wonderful. Now, if my son goes there on a football scholarship, I'm going to be their biggest fan.
Yeah, for sure.
You know what I mean? But if you ask me, hey, do they have a top-notch program? It's just like South Alabama. I want the Jaguars to win.
Yeah.
If it's like Southern Miss. My brother had a scholarship, play football at Southern Miss. They were a good program under Jeff Bauer at the time. Then Larry Fedora came over and ran it in the ground. But either way, it's just like, could Utah State beat North Carolina? Maybe. Possibly.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? I agree. But do you want to say A&M should even have, give up 22 points against them? They shouldn't have, but they did.
Right. They did.
They shouldn't have, but they did. But they scored 44 if they gave up 22. So that's another thing. They gave up 22 points against Utah State, gave up 10 points against Auburn. Obviously, a different mindset, a different game.
Mm-hmm.
But we've got to know that Elko knows that Billy Napier and this Florida Gator team is scary because they don't have nothing to lose. And if the reports are going right, Billy's already out anyway. So it doesn't even matter if he wins or loses. Now, the thing about Billy being out, why I would support that is the fact that he hasn't recruited when he was in the bye week. Correct. Who does that?
Yeah.
There's nobody that does that, huh?
A guy that's gone.
Yeah. And so would it be out of the scope? Hold on, let me ask you this. Would it be out of the scope of the possibility that Billy Napier is already fired, but they're going to let him complete the years because they said, Coach, listen to us. We don't want these guys that you've brought in to leave. We respect you. We'll support you. We won't say anything outside of the lines in the public purview so that they won't say anything to you. We're going to love you. We're going to keep you. We're going to let you keep your all the stuff that we've given you. We're going to do that. But just so you know, there won't be any deals outside of we're going to buy you out. We're going to send you off. It's going to be all glorious. It's going to be, we're going to shake hands at the end of the day. We'll hand you your money and you can ride off into the sunset and you can go be that coordinator or that head coach at a mid-major team that needs you. We're going to just hang tight because they're waiting. And you know that they're waiting. And you know that they're looking. And you know that they're already talking. You know that all the people that are wanting who they want, all of these people, you don't know who they want. They don't even know who they want. Is it John Gruden? Is it Lane Kiffin? Is it Urban Meyer? Is it Steve Spurrier? Who's coming? Is it Dan Mullen? Is he coming back? Is Coach O got a little foothold in the Florida Gators? I don't know. You don't know. Yeah. We don't know. But who are they talking to? Who's the ones that are making the phone calls when nobody's listening? Hey, Coach O, it's Florida Gators here. Oh, what's going on? You know what I mean? Yeah. Who is it? Who's calling? You know what? Maybe after the break, we'll find out. When we come back, we're going to talk about where and who is going to be the coach of the Florida Gators. You're listening to the Sports Blitz. Paul Wilson here at 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida.
You said that.
Taking your hot takes, rants, and takedowns. Let's hear it on the Red 7T studio line. 850-215-6290. ESPN Northwest Florida. The Paul Feinbaum Show.
Only allowed 20 points and lost the game.
Hey, Swamp Dog, I apologize for interrupting. We have a guest waiting, and we'll come back to you in a minute if that's okay. Hey, Rich.
I'm happy to be here as well, although it is very awkward. I was known in high school as Swamp Dog. You know, I don't mean to steal any thunder, but here I am.
Paul Feinbaum, weeknights, 6 to 10 on ESPN Northwest Florida.
This is Joanna with your latest forecast on ESPN Northwest Florida this Friday. For tonight, mostly clear skies and a low of 65 with a moderate breeze out of the north-northeast around 16 miles per hour. Tomorrow morning, mostly sunshine with temps around 74. In the afternoon and evening, sunny with a strong breeze and a temperature near 81. Moving into Sunday, about the same with a high of 82 and sunny. This forecast is brought to you by Earthworks of Northwest Florida. Thank you for keeping that dial on ESPN Northwest Florida. Rely on it.
Are you looking for a place to take a leak?
Do you have a truck, tractor, or other hydraulic equipment leaking or not performing as it should? At Reliable Hydraulic Solutions, we can get you back to work. Do you have a busted or leaking hose, hydraulic cylinder or pump needing repair? If competitive pricing and a quick turnaround are what matter to your business, come see us at Reliable Hydraulic Solutions, or you can give us a call at 850-326-3000. Reliable Hydraulic Solutions, 6840 Highway 77 in Southport, the best place in town to take a leak.
Your goals matter, and at Anytime Fitness Panama City, they're ready to help you crush them. With expert coaching, personal training, and virtual workouts through the Anytime Fitness app, you'll have all the support you need inside the club and beyond. Limited time only. Join today for just $1 down and start your fitness journey now. Don't wait. Visit 107 West 23rd Street, Suite W8, or call 850-818-8184. Anytime Fitness. Let's make healthy happen.
Ryan Radke here from Sunday Night Football on Westwood One. Mike Golick and I will be in Kansas City this week for the Lions and the Chiefs. Patrick Mahomes and Kansas City saw their 2-game winning streak end on Monday night with a loss to the Jags. Now they face Jared Goff in Detroit, who are 4-1 and looking for a 5th straight win. Join us for all the action. Lions and the Chiefs on Sunday Night Football.
Coverage starts at 6:30. Kickoff at 7:15 on your home for the NFL on the Gulf Coast. 104.3 ESPN in Northwest Florida.
Transmitting from the CBC Construction Studio. The new Sports Blitz.
Oh, yeah!
Rants, hot takes, and huge reactions are incoming on 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida.
Welcome back. You're listening to the Sports Blitz with Paul Wilson here at 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida. Don't forget, you can call in. You can text in on the Red 70s phone line, 850-215-6290. Don't forget, guys, the whole reason why we're able to do what we do is because of our wonderful and generous sponsors. AutoNation Ford of Panama City. If you're in the market for a new vehicle, if you're in the market for a used vehicle, go see those guys. They've got a plethora of inventory. They've got full-size trucks. They've got Super Duties, F-150s. They've got all of the stuff. They've got Roush. They've got Black Widow, they've got Raptors, all of the stuff, all the bells, all the whistles. The service department will take care of you and get you in your vehicle the right way. The parts department will take care of you. They will get you the right part if you want to work on your own vehicle or add to it. Maybe you want to add an accessory. Maybe you want a tonneau cover. Or maybe you want to lift the truck up like Jeff does. Jeff likes to drive them big old trucks lifted. We know he likes to go mudding during the weekends. So either way, go see those guys at AutoNation Ford in Panama City. Also, Recommended Collision Center. If you are out mudding and you wreck your vehicle, go see them at Recommended Collision Center, because those guys know how to get your vehicle back to operating condition, and not just operating condition, the right way the vehicle is supposed to be ran. So either way, go see those guys. Also, if you mention the show, they'll also give you a discount. So either way, go see them over there at Recommended Collision Center at Jinx Avenue. Guys, before the break, we talked about something that's very near and dear to your heart.
Yes.
Which is the head football coach at the University of Florida. And we've got to understand some things. It's not that you hate Billy Napier, right?
Right. I love Billy Napier. Yeah.
It's not that Billy Napier's a bad coach.
That's correct. He's not a bad coach.
It's not that Billy Napier doesn't know football.
Billy Napier knows football.
It's not that Billy Napier doesn't know how to call a game.
Right.
It's not that Billy Napier can't, know what he needs. It's not that Billy Napier can't recruit.
Yeah, he can definitely
absolutely recruit.
He's a beast there.
Is Billy Napier the guy, though?
I mean, I don't know if it's the schedule or what, but it's not looking like he's the guy. So.
Is he your guy?
He was for the longest time, but, after accumulating some stats and facts and, the fact that he's fallen under 500, that's terrible for me, for a Florida coach to not. I mean, when you've watched more losses than you've watched wins, that's a problem as a fan.
And winning a national title in basketball doesn't help when you're a football school.
No.
You're a football school.
That's why I'm wearing the basketball shirt today.
I don't care. I know
I don't. Maybe I'll think of it differently.
We'll have to see how it all plays out.
I mean, LSU wins 2 of the last 3 baseball titles, and we're not aching for football. We're still football lovers, though. It's still number 1 sport.
Right. It brings the most revenue, and it's the number 1 sport. When you think of the LSU Tigers, you don't think baseball first.
Some people do. 8 titles.
I mean, some people do. You know,
we're the modern dominating team.
Some people like Sam's Cola too, but I'm just saying the majority likes Coca-Cola.
Yeah.
So the majority of LSU fans, sometimes you're difficult to deal with.
I know.
If you're an LSU fan, you're not gonna. Okay,
you will wear a football shirt before you wear a baseball jersey. Yes, you're
and
right.
Excuse me.
Yeah.
Is the stadium at the baseball field? Is it bigger than the football field?
No.
Okay. By a lot or by a little?
By a bit.
A lot.
A bit.
Like what? Three?
Oh, no. You can't fit 3 diamonds in the...
I'm not talking about the diamond, the fans. Can you fit 3 fans?
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
9 times.
Okay.
9 times.
So LSU is a football school. So let me get back to my point now that I've figured out that I'm right. Florida is a football school, even though they are good at basketball. Alabama is a football school, even though they're good at basketball now. So, Billy Napier, I've said this. I've said it on the show. I've said it personally. He's a good coach. But Florida is one of those jobs that is a main job in college football. And not everybody can coach the main jobs. He can go to Louisiana with the Raging Cajuns and overperform what is expected. He could probably go to a UK and probably do what Bob Stoops or Mark Stoops has done. He could go to a Mississippi State and probably make it respectable.
South Carolina.
But when you're at the University of Florida, Chris Hobzilla, when you're at the stinking University of Florida, you've got to win more games than you lose.
Exactly.
And Billy Napier hasn't done that, has he?
No, he has not. And we need to see an SEC championship and an actual championship.
And it's not a false sense of entitlement either. Because I think there's schools like Arkansas that think that they're that good and that big.
And they're not.
And they're not.
No.
And they hold their coaches up to a higher standard. And it's like, guys, you're the Razorbacks, man. You're not the Gators.
Right.
Come on.
No, you're right.
So with all this being said, who is the leading contender online for this job?
100% Lane Kiffin wants the job. I hear that it's making some wrinkles basically to try and to get Lane Kiffin. Like, he wants to be a top 3 paid coach. So he's going to want, $12 million a year. So that kind of, threw a little wrench in the plan.
It makes 9 right now, I believe. 9 million.
And they're waiting on Urban Meyer to say no because he is in contention for the job too. So it sounds like it's Urban Meyer's job, but if Lane Kiffin, if Urban says no and Lane Kiffin, definitely wants the job because, he put on an Instagram, and I know this could be one of his famous trolls, but I think it's hard to believe that you can work for Ole Miss and put that up, and just not even care, because I'm sure the guys at Ole Miss are not happy with that. It sounds funny, but I really believe that way. Like, you're Ole Miss University. Like, I don't see why they would want Gator propaganda on their coach's Instagram.
I don't know. My daughter's an Ole Miss student. She probably would laugh at it. No, I think it's hilarious.
But I don't think the AD would. So,
yeah. So the question is not if, but when.
Exactly. That's it.
So if Billy Napier beats Texas A&M, he's still gone?
The word is that he has to hit 8-4 or the playoffs or he's gone. And look at the schedule.
Yeah, because you got Georgia left. And I'm not saying Florida State is not I mean, because it's a rivalry game. Both the teams are going to be playing for blood.
Right. At home, I feel like we might beat Florida State, but I could see Billy doing something stupid and losing to Kentucky, so.
Ugh.
Well, Mississippi State, I'm not saying that's a guarantee. I'm just saying that's the kind of games I've watched him lose.
Yeah, he has lost those games.
Yeah.
So the thing about it is, though, is who are you playing and what's their implications? A&M has real anticipation for an actual playoff berth.
Yeah.
A&M wants to win the SEC this year. They feel like they are contenders. They feel like they are and you guys are just another roadblock for them to get to that college football playoff, because we talked about it, that the SEC championship is not the college football playoff. It's still here. Everybody wants to win it. You mentioned it. You said we want SEC championships, but as well as I do, you'll throw that SEC championship out the window if you can win that playoff berth and if you can win the national title.
Oh, 100%.
It won't matter as much. It's just another ring in the shelf. That's all it is anymore.
Yes.
But realistically, when you look at it, you got these type of teams that's coming into your schedule that they're not really caring about your problem with your head coach.
Right.
They're just seeing you as you're the place that I've got to go through to get to where I want to go. And so when you look at this team, that's what they're going to look at. But you gotta think that Ole Miss, what are they? Because you can't sit here and tell me that Ole Miss is a football school, a baseball school, a basketball school, anything school. I'm sorry, I know your daughter goes there, and I'm not trashing them because she's getting a great education, and the hottie toddies are always flying. And the Grove is good. Steve Barnes, if you're listening, the hottie toddies are great. The Grove is great.
Yeah.
But you got to tell me that if Lane Kiffin, if this is where he wants to be, I'm going to call you to your face a liar. Lane Kiffin has been at USC, he's been at Tennessee, and now he's been at Ole Miss.
And he's a Florida Atlantic.
And
as a head coach.
I know, but I'm saying he's been at those jobs.
And he's a coordinator at Alabama.
But he was at those jobs to get credibility. That was never going to be his stopping ground. Or whatever at Florida Atlantic. It was never going to be on the cards to stay there. I don't care.
A stepping stone.
I don't care if they offered him $50 million.
Tennessee was a stepping stone.
Well, there were some problems. There were some immaturities. He's talked about those things. Yeah. But I'm just telling you right now, and you can mark this down. And
so was Ole Miss a stepping stone?
Ole Miss is definitely 100%. He wanted to get that program turned around. He wanted to get some 5 stars there. Yeah. He wanted to do exactly what he's doing this year, and that is make enough teams worried about him and possibly make the playoff. If he makes the playoff and loses, Ole Miss faithful will be as happy as can be. And that's what he does not want. He wants to go to a place that says, I don't want more wins. I don't want more losses than wins. I want to have an opportunity every single year to play for a national championship. And that ain't happening at Ole Miss, but it is happening at Florida.
That's very true.
And so when you look at it, if you're telling me that he's going to stay at Ole Miss for money? No, sir. He wants the prestige. Who does everybody talk about that all the SEC coaches look to say whatever he wants to say? It's Lane Kiffin. He says they text him stuff that they don't like about their school, about what's going on in college football. And he said because they're scared to put it out there because they want to keep their job. He said, I don't care. I say it anyway. Do you know why?
Why?
Because Ole Miss is not his final destination.
That's so true.
And you know what? If the roles were reversed and the Alabama Crimson Tide were doing exactly what Florida's doing, and they were spiraling out of control with Kalen DeBoer, Alabama would be knocking on the door of a Mr. Lane Kiffin.
Yeah.
And if you looked at online before the season started and after the Florida State game, everybody in Alabama country, for the most part, was saying, we need the Lane train back to Tuscaloosa. And I'm just telling you, Lane Kiffin's going to Florida. You can mark it down. I don't care what Urban Meyer says. I don't care what anybody says. And I'm not being a prophetic preacher right now, but I am telling you, with all that is within me right now, I believe without a doubt in my mind that Lane Kiffin, 2026, no matter if he wins a national title at Ole Miss, he's going to Florida.
So the Gators game against Ole Miss, is it up in Oxford?
Yes.
He's going to Florida. Did you hear me? He's going to Florida.
He's going to Florida. He's coming.
Do you think so?
I really believe so, yeah. I mean, people give me, stuff about, inside information online all the time, and they're giving me, oh, you don't know this and that. And then I asked earlier on my Facebook, I'm like, well, who does know, and I listed all these, people like On3, 247 Sports, all these different companies. And they said, oh, yeah, they're all credible. Well, guess what? One of those guys is who I've been speaking with about, Lane Kiffin coming to Florida, and it's the number one prospect for Florida. It's all contingent. Like, as long as Alabama don't start losing a bunch of games and Kalen don't go anywhere and, Florida finishes out this season, it's going to be Lane Kiffin or Urban Meyer. So Urban Meyer is the one that has to say no. It sounds like for whatever reason, because I've expressed here before that, Lane Kiffin and the AD supposedly from Florida don't get along the best. But, with Urban Meyer, being in the picture, I think that, they're waiting to hear back from him. And then as soon as the season's finished up or whatever, it's going to end up being Lane Kiffin. I've seen too many, insiders basically have told me the same about the situation, and people surrounded by the program that are close to the AD are leaking information. So it's Kiffin or Urban.
Well, there's no way the Gators are going 8-4. They got Georgia, Tennessee, and Ole Miss left on the schedule, and then I'm even talking about Florida State. So 6-6 is a dream.
You think so?
And that's if they beat A&M. Yeah.
I feel
you talk about it. Georgia.
Nope.
Tennessee?
Nope.
Ole Miss?
Nope.
That's 6-6 because they've already got 3 losses. There's six losses.
That's the deal. There's no way he's going to win.
Right.
He can't. And it's not that they can't. They don't have the weapons. It's just not that they're not. He knows. He knows he's gone, and I just think when you're leaving a place, it takes away your. I mean, I know he wants to win. Don't get me wrong. Everybody wants to win, But when you go and they tell you it's over after this year, you just. Now, what's going to happen if they keep the 5 stars that they have and then Lane brings his 5 stars over?
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
I hate that. I hate that for sports. Like the Marshall coach leaving and going to Southern Miss and
21
40-something people or whatever.
Well, he made 21 starters.
Starters, yeah.
So
that was just ugly.
Yeah.
And Austin Simmons was already almost a Gator, so he wouldn't mind switching over there, so.
Yeah, so
Trinidad Chambliss.
Mm-hmm.
This might be his last year. I think he's going to go pro.
He could.
Yeah.
I don't know.
So it could be Austin Simmons and DJ that he has at his disposal. And if DJ starts doing what he...
DJ Ugalala? No, I'm joking. I'm joking. No. But Lagway has only had one good game. Let's not go off the...
yeah, for real. That's why I'm bringing up Austin Simmons, man. There's a potential that he could be the quarterback. So
I don't know. All I know is I'm gonna put it right here, right now. You're gonna see Lane Kiffin in that orange and blue. But when we come back, we are going to dive into the rest of the weekend. You're listening to the Sports Blitz with Paul Wilson here at 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida.
Service. The Red 70 studio line is open.
Demonstrate how to make a call with your dial telephone.
850-215-6290. Your home for college football. ESPN Northwest Florida.
Coming up tomorrow, our college football games of the week. First, number 1 Ohio State visits number 17 Illinois. Coverage at 10:30, kickoff at 11. Then the Auburn Tigers are looking for a big win when they host the number 10 Georgia Bulldogs. Kickoff at 6:30 right here on your home for college football on the Gulf Coast. 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida.
Every love story deserves a perfect beginning. At Tracy's Fine Jewelry, we believe that your engagement ring should be as unique as your love. Explore our vast selection of certified natural and lab-created diamonds, each hand-picked for brilliance and beauty. Whether you desire the timeless allure of one of our hand-selected engagement rings, or you'd like to custom design the perfect ring, visit us today and let our experts guide you in finding the ring of her dreams, because love deserves the best. Tracy's Fine Jewelry, where love sparkles.
Get ready. Week 6 of the NFL season is officially here. Your Jacksonville Jaguars are gearing up to go head-to-head with the Seattle Seahawks in our crucial catch game dedicated to the fight against cancer. Join us October 12th at Everbank Stadium as we raise awareness through early detection, risk reduction, and education. Lock in your tickets now at jaguars.com/tickets or call 904-633-2000. We'll see you at the bank.
Ranky here from Sunday Night Football on Westwood One. Mike Golick and I will be in Kansas City this week for the Lions and the Chiefs. Patrick Mahomes in Kansas City saw their 2-game winning streak end on Monday night with a loss to the Jags. Now they face Jared Goff in Detroit, who are 4-1 and looking for a 5th straight win. Join us for all the action. Lions and the Chiefs on Sunday Night Football.
Coverage starts at 6:30, kickoff at 7:15 on your home for the NFL on the Gulf Coast. 104.3 ESPN in Northwest Florida.
If you build it, they will come. We're live from the CBC Construction Studios. The sports world is a battlefield of opinions.
Auburn's got a serious problem.
And every day, Paul Wilson brings the heat, the fire, and the definitive take.
They are not finding ways to get him the football.
Don't just follow the headlines.
But they lost 2 road games, and these 2 teams are ranked number 5 and number 6.
Be a part of the story on the Sports Blitz. 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida.
Welcome back. You're listening to the Sports Blitz with Paul Wilson here at 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida. Don't forget, you can call in. You can text in on the Red 70s phone line, 850-215-6290. We've got about 15 minutes left. And Jeffrey, you got something you want to say to us?
Sure. Touchdowns win games and then win bets too. Pick your favorite playmaker to hit pay dirt in Week 7 on Hard Rock Bet. Offered by the Seminole Tribe of Florida, must be 21 or older, and physically present in Florida to wager. Terms and conditions apply. If you or someone you know has a gambling problem, please call 1-833-PLAYWISE.
What? It's not admitted?
Yeah, it's not the 1-888 admitted any longer. It's 833-PLAYWISE. Do you have a problem?
Admit it.
Well,
I guess you play wise. Just play wise.
Yeah, you don't overbet, you know? You don't bet on Alabama. Oh, my God.
Well, you do. You know, when you think about Lane Kiffin coming, I mean, there's a lot of other, coaches that could come, but I just believe it's going to be him.
Yeah. And that's why I kind of brought something today that I wanted to give you. A little gift.
Oh, a gift for me.
A gift for you.
All right. Well, what we got here? All right. Whoa. So we've got #FireBillyNapier.com. So there you go. Bone Crusher's going to shoot in on that real quick and let you guys look at it. Man, that's crazy. If you look at it, FireBillyNapier.com. And so, man, you can, Hobzilla is in the house. So there you go. We appreciate that.
Yeah,
I agree with you. So that's going to happen. Not that he's not a good guy.
Right.
Not that we don't
Great
like
guy.
him. He was Alabama assistant. I like the guy. Come on over to Alabama, Billy. Help us out with our offense.
If you have a problem with your boss, please do not put a bumper sticker on your car saying "fire your boss."
That's right. All right. Well, we're going to go to the Red 70s phone line. We've got Neil on the phone. Neil, what's going on, man? Neil, are you there, my friend?
Hello?
Can you hear me, Neil?
Yeah, I'm here.
All right, buddy. What's going on, man?
What's going on? This is Neil. We speak a little bit on Facebook. You know what I mean?
Oh, you're the one that loves Jeffrey.
Hey,
Neil the Knoll.
I got to charge you rent for being in my head.
Man, hey, just so you guys know, I just want to know it's all in good fun, man. I enjoy the show, and I enjoy a little trash talk, and I love my nose.
Hey, there's nothing wrong with that, and we appreciate you. We thank you for listening and all that. What do you think about what we've been talking about with the with Billy Napier and the Gators going forward?
Oh, man, I have a hard time even talking about the Gators without throwing up in my mouth a little bit, to be honest, man. But just the worse the better. I'd like them to hire maybe Al Golden. Sounds good to me. How about that?
Oh, yeah. Al Golden, maybe, I don't know, maybe get old Bill Belichick down there. Yeah.
Hey, before we go, can I give a real quick, talk about a little high school football really quick?
Absolutely. Yep. Go ahead right now. You're good.
I'm on the road right now, headed to Liberty County to watch the Cottondale Hornets and the Liberty County Bulldogs play. And my nephew Tyler Jones plays for the Hornets. It's his birthday. I just want to say go Hornets, and I want to give a shout out to my nephew. He does big work out there, man. He had 2 interceptions last week in the game. He's a superstar out there. I just wanted to give him a shout out today on his birthday.
Absolutely, man. Happy birthday, Tyler, from all of us guys here at the Sports Blitz.
Thanks a lot, Paul. And Jeff, I guess maybe we'll talk later. If I'm trying to build my tolerance for you. It's getting a little bit higher every day, man.
Well, you'll rest assured that I believe that the Noles are going to win by 17 on Pittsburgh.
Oh man, well you got more faith than me, dude. I'm worried about the cover. I do a little sports gambling, all in good fun, and I'm worried about this one. I think it's 10.5.
Have you seen the injury list for Pittsburgh?
I haven't really.
It's insane. It's like almost 20 people. It's crazy. You guys are definitely going to cover that.
Just in my recent experience, it's hard for me. It's hard for me to not expect the worst right now. I'm just trying to keep my head up and look forward.
Well, man, Neil, be careful and go root your nephew on, man. And again, tell him happy birthday and get that boy something to eat after the game is over with.
Man, I give that boy more money than he knows what to do with. You ain't got to worry about it.
Awesome,
man, y'all
Neil.
have a great day. Go Noles, go Hornets, go Braves. Let's go.
All right, man. Thank you, Neil. We appreciate it. You know, that's what it's all about right there, you know, just having fun.
And our reach is all the way to Cottondale.
There you go.
Right below Tallahassee.
Yep. Right. So we don't have very long. We got to finish our picks real quick for the NFL. Let's get those games going. What you got?
Oh, yeah. And we picked all the same teams so far, and we lost last night on that damn
We lost.
Eagles.
Can you believe? Let's talk about that for just a second. Can you believe that the Eagles lost and they lost 2 in a row? Yeah. They lost to a team that lost to the Saints.
The week before.
I mean,
5 days before.
You said it's hard to play in the Superdome, but I don't believe you. I'm just saying, man, golly, how did they lose?
I would not put the Superdome in the top 5 hardest places to play.
Oh, absolutely
in
not.
NFL.
I'll tell you this. LSU at Baton Rouge is harder to play in than the Superdome.
Yeah, absolutely. The noise is insane.
Yeah. So either way, keep going. What we got?
So we got Cleveland and Pittsburgh. I got Pittsburgh.
Cleveland is not going to – are we going to see Shadur Sanders?
No, we're going to see Dylan Gabriel.
Are we going to see him for the whole game? We're not going to see Shadur at all.
Yeah, we're not going to see Shadur.
I mean, where is he at on the roster?
He's number 2.
Okay.
They did put him at number 2.
I mean, I guess it depends on how close the game is, you know.
Yeah, it could be a blowout. If it is,
then
Shadur's coming in. Or little, you know that little Jordan Humphreys? That's what they call him, little Jordan Humphreys. That's his name, little Jordan Humphreys.
Yeah,
that plays wide receiver for the Giants. He was there last night.
Yeah.
They probably should call Dylan Gabriel that, little Dylan Gabriel, because he's so short. But anyway, keep going.
Dallas to Carolina. I got the Cowboys.
Oh, yeah, Cowboys. Yeah, you act like it was something big.
Seattle at Jacksonville.
Yeah, this is going to be the
second hardest game for me to pick this week.
Okay.
Second hardest game.
All right, so what you doing, Duval?
I got Seattle at Jacksonville. I think Seattle's going to win at Jacksonville.
Really?
Yes, I do.
I think Sam Darnold's going to have a hard time throwing the ball on them Jacksonville Jaguars. Give me the Jaguars at home. Duval!
Okay, here's 2 teams that we weren't sure to be in the place that they're at right now because the Rams, they lost to the 49ers last Thursday, so they've had extra time to rest. The Rams are playing at Baltimore. I got the Rams.
Oh, I got the Rams.
7.5 point spread. Who would have thought that Baltimore would be a 7.5 point underdog at home?
And you know what? I believe, unless it gets ugly early, I believe Matthew Stafford's probably going to have himself a day because that Baltimore Ravens defense on the back end is atrocious. Yeah. But it's also injury riddled. So, it's really bad. So, if you're going to take any kind of points, take the Rams.
Tennessee at Vegas. I got Vegas. They got a young team and got a coach. Tennessee's no good.
Is it at Vegas?
Yeah. They got the hot tub working.
So Tennessee
is horrible.
Is not good, but they beat Arizona because Arizona dropped the ball in before they got into the
Genty's going to run for 90 yards.
As long as he's in the Michael Myers stance, everything's good, yeah. Because Tennessee with Cam Ward.
Yeah. I'm telling you,
not that great. His numbers are bad. His numbers are horrible.
I think Jenny's going to run for 90 yards.
Well, wait a minute. Let's don't throw Cam Ward all the way out. I get he's a Miami guy, but
have you looked at his numbers?
He doesn't
They're
have
really horrible.
Yeah, but if you threw to me and Jeff, your numbers wouldn't be great either. You know what I mean? Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Like,
so you're going to take Tennessee?
I didn't say that. I just said they're going to have me and you running routes on Sunday. So, no, give me it's bad. Because Las Vegas is not very good because Geno Smith is bad.
Yeah.
I mean, he's not good.
The line in front of Genty is not good. The line is not blocking very good for Genty. Genty's running into the wall a lot.
He's playing better, though, from what I've seen.
He's a great player, don't get me wrong, but that line is atrocious.
He's good.
They're they're a bottom 5 offensive line.
Wow.
Okay, so we got a few minutes. Hold on, timeout. You just said the guy's great. He ain't been
the
great.
running back's great.
He ain't been great yet. He has not proven himself to be a great runner.
He might be there 4 years. He's going to go somewhere else and he'll be good.
Timeout. You base it off of this whole thing about how great he was against mid-major teams that he played his whole entire career against in college. I get it. Everybody likes Genty. Everybody likes his story and all that jazz. But let's stop calling people great when they haven't been good yet. He hasn't even rushed for over 150 yards in a ball game yet. That's great. Yeah. So don't call him great. Ashton Genty is just a potential opportunist of a running back in a league that he's playing for a terrible team.
And Cam Ward, the same deal.
Yes.
Potential.
But the thing is that Cam Ward, for him to be successful, he's got to have people to catch. Mm-hmm. For Genty to be successful, he's got to have somebody to block. And I'm telling you this, it's a little bit easier to block than it is to catch in the National Football League.
Yeah, pretty much.
So can we not ever call a mid-major running back that got all kinds of hype because of what he did at Boise State great ever again?
Okay.
Because if not, I'm going to rant again, and I'm going to say, just like I told you the last time, don't say he's great. But anyway, let's go.
All right. So you're taking Vegas.
Yeah.
Okay. San Francisco at Tampa. Woo! San Francisco just beat the Rams on national TV. And what's Tampa doing? Barely winning games. And they dropped, the Philadelphia by double digits the week before? Not last week, but the week before.
Yeah.
I'm taking Tampa. It's at Tampa. I'm going to take Tampa against San Francisco.
Purdy's still out?
Yeah, don't
Purdy's
matter.
Still out.
Yeah, they won without him.
Mac Jones is winning more than Purdy.
Yeah, I know he's an Alabama guy.
Roll your eyes all you want.
Mac Jones.
4-0 when he starts.
Mac and cheese.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's right.
Tampa's good.
Tampa's good.
Tampa's got injuries. Bucky's out.
Yeah.
That's important.
Michael Evans is out.
Yeah, Mike Evans is out.
Chris Godwin's out.
No. Godwin's out? No.
Yes, he is.
He is?
Yeah.
Oh.
Give me Mac Jones and them 49ers.
Oh, okay.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Detroit at Kansas City. This is the hardest game to pick of the week. You took too much time on dang Tennessee. Now you're stuck because you got to pick between Detroit and Kansas City at Kansas City.
You act like this is the Kansas City from 2 years ago. It's not. You act like that Patrick Mahomes has all of these other guys to throw to. He's not. You act like Travis Kelce is still a viable all-pro tight end. He's not. But I'm telling you right now, the Detroit Lions are the best football team in the National Football League. Give me Detroit by 50.
Wow.
But seriously, like at the beginning, yes, when the Packers beat them,
Packers
it was like everybody was worried. Everybody was no. But now they've got the two-headed monster of Montgomery and Gibbs that is probably the best running backs in the whole football. I mean, with those two. And I'll just be honest with you, Detroit right now, yeah, they got some injuries and they got some problems that, they got people that are hurt just as like everybody else. But if you look at Detroit, they're definitely one of those teams. I still don't think the Packers are out of it. I think they just got to figure it out.
Oh, yeah, they're going to figure it out.
So are you going with Detroit?
I'm going with Detroit. It took me a long while, though. This is the hardest game for me to pick this whole week.
So you wasn't trying to manipulate me by saying, at the Chiefs.
Well, the crowd, I mean, that's a top 5 hard place to play. Kansas City's top 5 hardest place to play in the NFL.
It hasn't been this year, but it has been in the past.
Yeah.
Because they have had, better teams, better weapons. And you can say
that crowd noise, man. I'm telling you, Arrowhead's been like that since the 80s. Oh, shoot.
Yep. Well, it's the weekend, and we're excited. Bone Crusher's saying, you guys have said enough. Thank you for listening. Don't forget programming. We will not be here on Monday. We'll be ready to go, fired up on Tuesday. You're listening to the Sports Blitz with Paul Wilson at 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida. Have a great weekend, guys.
ESPN Northwest Florida.
This Sunday, it's an NFL triple header. First, the 4-1 Jacksonville Jaguars host the 3-2 Seattle Seahawks. Coverage from Everbank Stadium starts at 11, kickoff at noon. Then, Sunday Night Football with the 4-1 Detroit Lions at the 2-3 Kansas City Chiefs. Coverage starts at 6:30 right here on your home for the NFL on the Gulf Coast. 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida.
This is Joanna with your latest forecast on ESPN Northwest Florida this Friday. For tonight, mostly clear skies and a low of 65 with a moderate breeze out of the north-northeast around 16 miles per hour. Tomorrow morning, mostly sunshine with temps around 74. In the afternoon and evening, sunny with a strong breeze and a temperature near 81. Moving into Sunday, about the same with a high of 82 and sunny. This forecast is brought to you by Earthworks of Northwest Florida. Thank you for keeping that dial on ESPN Northwest Florida. Rely on it.
Keep the adventure going this holiday season in a new Kia from Bill Bird Kia. Bill Bird Kia now offering 0% APR for up to 48 months, plus a $500 APR bonus on the purchase of a new 2025 Kia Sorento during the big fall savings event going on now. You'll get the perfect balance of